There are some important things that you must know. You won't get stuck in trance, you won't give up secrets either. The worst that'll happen is you'll sing like Justin Bieber. So now it's time we're ready, we can start the show. We'll play relaxing, you turn the lights down low. It's easy, grab a seat, take a breath and close your eyes. All y'all are about to be hypnotized. Have fun, come on, make some noise! Alright. You guys are going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do the show this year. This is, I think, my third or fourth year here. Fourth year here, yeah. Who's been with me here since their freshman year? Oh, that's crazy. It's awesome. You're graduating now. I feel like we've all grown up and stuff. I've grown out, older, and all that. Yeah. So, and I know a couple of you. It's great to see some old friends back here too. So, Amir, where'd you go? You're over there, and Brittany here, and some old friends here. So it's great to see you guys. I'm so excited to be back here. One of my favorite shows every year. So before we get started, I thought I'd show you something kind of cool. This is the symbol that used to represent hypnosis, and you probably recognize the symbol. I want to show you something kind of cool because I think you'll like this optical illusion. Now this doesn't actually hypnotize you. I'm going to try to stand back as far as I can so you guys can all see. This doesn't actually hypnotize you, but it allows you to see a very cool optical illusion. So all you have to do is stare right here at the center of the spiral. Don't take your eyes off the center of the spiral. If you do, it'll kill the effect. And if you do stare at the whole time, you'll see something very, very cool. This is not hypnosis, just a cool optical illusion. I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 0. When I get to the count of 0, I'll give you further instructions, but stare right at the center of this spiral. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep staring, don't look away. Keep staring at the center of the spiral. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're probably getting tunnel vision about now, but keep staring, don't look away. Keep staring at the center of the spiral. 2, 1, 0. Keep staring, but listen to these instructions. I'm going to slowly count from 1 to 3. When I get to the count of 3, I'm going to lower the wheel, and I want you to look right at my face. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Freaky, huh? See, from my perspective, you guys are crazy with it. So obviously I can't do a show with a big head like that. So I'm going to spin it the other direction and see if I can shrink it down to normal size. See what happens. If it didn't work for the first time, try again the second time. You might have looked away. Same rules apply. Stare right at the center of the spiral. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep staring, don't look away. Keep staring at the center of the spiral. And when I count from 1 to 3, I want you to look right at my face. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are awesome. All right. This optical illusion, what you're about to see right now up on this stage will be very, very real for you. So in just a few moments, I'm going to ask for some volunteers to fill these chairs. Like I said, volunteers, but not just yet. Wait. That's good. Okay, I'll bring you up here, but just not yet. First of all, let me explain a little bit about hypnosis so you know what you're getting into. All right. First of all, hypnosis is natural. It's not supernatural, paranormal, crazy, scary, or spooky. It's something we all do a couple dozen times a day. As a matter of fact, when you daydream, that's a form of hypnosis. So how many of you are daydreaming? Like right now. I just had one of those little pieces of chocolate that has caffeine in it. My show started like 10 minutes ago. I just had to wait for you guys to catch up. Yeah. So it'd be really cool. So here's another example of hypnosis. If you've ever gone to the movies and you've laughed, cried, or been scared, raise your hand. Yeah, why though? See, it's just pictures on a screen. It's not real. But our mind wants to believe that it's real, so it accepts it as a reality. That's a hypnotic state. So we call it a state of disassociation, clinically or psychologically. Here's another example. How many of you have ever been driving down the road and you forgot about the last 3 miles you've driven? Keep your hands up nice and high. Yeah, do not follow these people home. You'll be totally lost, okay? They have no idea where they're going. And that's called road hypnosis or highway hypnosis. It's very, very common amongst truckers and people that drive a lot. So it doesn't mean you're not paying attention, it just means subconsciously you're paying attention. Consciously your mind's off in la la land, okay? So, and that's daydreaming too, as I mentioned before. Just all the different forms of hypnosis. So you've all done it before, everybody can do it, it's very, very easy. You know, it's very relaxing too. There's a lot of benefits for hypnosis. As a matter of fact, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, so I help people with all different things. Anxiety, stress control, fears, eliminating fears, study habits, getting them to focus more on their study habits or their athletic performance. I work with all kinds of athletes, professional athletes, Olympic hopefuls, college athletes. Work with some golfers too. A lot of people think that hypnosis can be very, very helpful for golf. I didn't think so until I tried it myself. And now I can hit it past the clown's mouth right through the windmill every single time. It's true, I'm good, yeah. So, but seriously, though, we use it for all kinds of different things. As a matter of fact, most all major professional sports players, they all use some form of hypnosis to help get in the game. They call it getting in the zone, right? That's just hypnosis. Okay, so now, but tonight we're going to use it for fun. But let me dispel a couple of myths, though, because people always have some misconceptions about hypnosis. They always say things, you're not going to make me, bark like a dog or cluck like a chicken or sing like Elvis. That's why I put that in the rap song. By the way, do you guys like the rap song? Yeah! Not bad for a 52-year-old white guy, huh? That's pretty good. I know I can bust a move, but I might bust a hip, so. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of that rap song. I wrote that song, and created the backtrack electronically, so yeah. 4 years of college. Right there. No. Actually, I am an alumni of the University of Arizona. But anyways, let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, some myths. So let me dispel some myths. So everybody always wonders some certain things. They wonder, first of all, am I going to make them say something that they don't want to say? Your secrets are safe with you, okay? Your passcodes, all that stuff. I can't even remember my AOL passcodes. So I mean, honestly. Okay, that was a horrible joke, I know. AOL? Does he really have AOL? I do, yes. Okay, so yeah, but that's okay. I connected it to my MySpace account, so it's really cool. Well, actually, 2 years ago, I want to tell this story because Amir's standing right over here. Amir came up to me before the show and he goes, "Can I Periscope you?" And I went, "Dude, I'm not into that, okay? I'm not here to judge. If you're into that kind of thing, it's okay, buddy. So I'm not in. My doctor does a test once a year, and that's enough. Seriously, man." And that's like part of Twitter, and I'm like, we don't tweet either. I did that once and it stained the carpeting, so we don't do it anymore. But anyways, so yeah, so thanks for that. Thanks for being my first Periscope. That was awesome, dude. Yeah, it's like we're dating now. Okay, so anyways, your secrets are safe with you. Another big concern is people often ask, will you make me do something I don't want to do in hypnosis? Well, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. I can't control your mind. If I could, I would be ruling the free world right now. Think about it, okay? Or at least getting my 19-year-old daughter to clean her room on a regular basis. Right, I have no special powers, okay? So now, that being said, the last myth is a pretty important one. People often ask, what happens if I get stuck in hypnosis? Because that's a huge concern, right? What happens if I get stuck in hypnosis? Well, the answer is, sucks to be you. I owe him after the show, right? I'll work off this caffeine high that I'm now on, okay? So, no, seriously, that's impossible. You cannot get stuck in hypnosis because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So why would you stick yourself someplace you couldn't get out of, right? That's like not being able to come out of a daydream or not being able to come out of a movie and believe that there's just a movie after that, right? Even though I know you check under the bed when you get home. I do at least, okay, right? Okay, so those are all just myths. Those are all misconceptions. Now, here's what it takes to be a good volunteer. Number one, you have to be willing. Kind of like that guy. Yeah. Settle down, Skippy, settle down. Okay, so now, you gotta be willing. I can't hypnotize you against your will. We've already covered that one. You gotta be willing to follow some simple instructions too. Safety is always a big concern of mine. I don't want anybody getting hurt during the show. As a matter of fact, nobody's ever died in one of my shows. Nobody has. I always get into the hospital first. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I know. Actually, nobody's ever even been hurt in my show because I want to make sure you're safe while you're up here. I'm going to treat you with safety. Safety is my major concern while you're up here. I'm going to treat you with respect and dignity at all times. So I'm going to make sure you're safe. So you got to follow those simple instructions. So no goofing off. You got to take it seriously, right? And if you think you can come up here and just prove that I can't hypnotize you, guess what? You're right. You win because I can't hypnotize you against your will. Okay, so just watch the show from the audience perspective. Now, the other thing is you got to be willing to have like a little bit of an outgoing personality, right? If you're really boring in real life, you're going to be just extra boring up here. We'll laugh at you anyways, but it's so yeah, so it helps if you have an outgoing personality. Most of all, you got to be ready to have fun. Who's ready to have fun? Make some noise. Come on. Here's the problem that I always have in every show. I have 12 chairs and so many of you, and I know that more than 12 people want to volunteer, so I'm going to do this as fair as possible. So I'm going to say if I can get 6, if I get half and half up here, like 6 girls, six guys, that'd be awesome. I was doing a show not too long ago in California, and I said I'd like half and half, and Caitlyn Jenner came up. Too soon. Okay, great. Okay. All right. Some of the jokes are just for me, okay? All right, yeah, so anyways, so I'm going to look for 6 ladies and 6 gentlemen. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to pick the ladies first, and then I'll pick the gentleman. So here's how we're gonna do this. So that you all just don't come rushing up to the stage. That would be crazy, and that would like freak me out. Okay, so don't do that. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start some music in just a minute. When this music starts, if you want to volunteer, and only if you want to volunteer, all you have to do is just stand up. Okay, wave your arms, get my attention. I know some of you are standing now, I won't pick you, okay? Unless you're waving your arms, screaming, get my attention, okay? like throw money or something. $20 bills, no small change, it really hurts, I'm telling you. I did last night right there. But seriously, just get my attention, yell, scream, and holler. And if I look at you and point at you and give you a number, that means you get to come up here on the stage. I give you a number because that's how I keep track of how many seats I have. Otherwise, I will just forget. I will get lost in the excitement, and you'll all be up here in no time. Okay, so if I point at you and give you a number, I'll look at you, I'll make eye contact with you. It's going to be sort of that weirdness for a little bit. Like I'm going to look at you and go, and you're going to be like, so we'll do that. It'll be weird, but we'll have a moment though, okay? So if I give you a number, you can make your way up here then. Pushing, shoving, kicking, screaming, pinching, pulling, biting, air spitting, or kicking. It's not Southwest Airlines, okay? Who works for Southwest here? Anybody? Some programmers here are like, oh yeah, next time you don't get a seat. Okay, so I fly with Southwest a lot. I love them. They're the greatest airlines of all time. So anyways, okay, so here's the deal. When the music starts, all you have to do is stand up, yell, scream, holler, wave your hands, get my attention. I am going to pick the ladies first. Gentlemen, you can start screaming and yelling right away, but I'm going to ignore you until I pick my 6 ladies, and then I will pick my 6 gentlemen, okay? All right, here we go. Are you ready? On the count of 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Great. There's a 1, 2 right there. And there's a 4 right there, and 5 right there, and there's 6 right there. Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to volunteer, make some noise. Guess what? Should I pick you? Yeah, there's 1 right there, there's 2 right there, there's 3 right there. Awesome. There's 4 right there, yeah. And 5 at the very back, sitting down. Very back, sitting down. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, 5 right here. And let's see. And okay, and 6 right here. Come on. Okay. I miscounted on you. One more guy, come on. Take your time, and so long to get up here and do this, right? Go backside now. Can you twerk it all? Sit down. Dude, totally freaking me out for that one. It's like sort of twerking. Dude. Did you get it on camera? It's awesome. It's good. Okay. All right. So pardon my back for just a few minutes. I'm going to give them some instructions. Then I'll do something fun for you. Then I'm going to get these guys and Hypnotist. We're going to have a great show. Okay. All right. So while you're up here, please do not talk to each other. Anybody sitting next to a boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, cousin, uncle, aunt, sister, anything like that? Wife, husband? No. You don't know these 2 guys? No. You listen. Very sorry. Just kidding. Which one do you like best? No answer. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you're going to get to know each other, and again, in an appropriate way, though. We will keep it appropriate at all times. You will be leaning on each other in just a minute. We'll talk about that in just a moment, okay? So for the next few minutes, you okay? Okay, good. All right. So now, so while you're up here, do not talk to each other. Whenever your eyes are open, you're going to be looking at me or whatever I instruct you to look at. That way I know I have you with me, okay? Now, do not get up out of your chair unless I ask you to do so. If I ask you to get up out of your chair, a couple things are going to happen. Number 1, you're going to pop your eyes wide open. Just like that. Your eyes will open. Because I want your eyes open while you're standing for your safety, okay? We got these little things coming out of the floor, and I want you to trip on those. You'll only take no more than maybe 1 or 2 steps in front of your chair if I ask you to do so, but I will try to direct you in that, okay? You will maintain perfect balance, which means you'll stand with your feet slightly apart. Don't stand with your feet together, you're more likely to fall over that way. It is funny, but not tonight. Okay, so yes, so just stand with your feet slightly apart, maintain perfect balance at all times. But you can have your eyes open, just like when you're driving down the road and you're in that road hypnosis thing, okay? You'll stay in hypnosis, but your eyes will be open for your safety. Now, if I do come up to you and shake you on the hand, it's like say, person I'm touching now, thank you so much for coming up here. You may return back to your seat in the audience. I'm just practicing. Sit down. Just like practice. sing, okay? Just like a warm-up, okay? He's like, yeah, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, so if I do that, if I excuse you from being in the show, it's not because I don't love you. Okay, I do appreciate, I do love you. Thank you for coming up here. It just means you might not be going into hypnosis fast enough or deep enough to be one of the stars in the show. I'm looking for the best of the best. I'm looking for those that have the best imaginations and are not afraid to have some fun with them tonight. And again, we will keep this appropriate, I promise. I'm going to treat you with respect and dignity at all times. As a matter of fact, I'm going to treat you like you're my new best friends. Because technically you are. Without you, I have no show. So I'm going to treat you with respect like you are my best friends. And at the end of the show, I'm going to give you something great. I'm going to give you an opportunity to be awesome in life. I'm going to give you an opportunity to unleash that imagination to really conquer your goals in life. Would that be fair for those of you that make the final cut? Okay, good. All right, so now, I think that covers all that stuff. Let me do something fun for them, okay? So once I get them into hypnosis, they're going to be nice and relaxed. You'll see them leaning on each other. Here's what it might look like, okay? So, gentlemen, you're on the end, set up nice and straight. Do not lean over. You're going to be solid as a steel beam. Everybody lean this way, head on the shoulder of the person next to you, all the way. Touchy, touchy. Touchy, touchy. Touchy, all the way. See, I told you. Everybody sit up nice and straight, okay? Now, do not lean over, sweetheart. Sit up nice and straight. Everybody lean this way, head on the shoulder of the person next to you. Good, good, good. Which one do you like better? Sit up nice and straight. Sit up nice and straight. Okay, good, good. So that is what it might look like. They are going to be leaning on each other. Again, we'll keep this very, very appropriate, okay? So we want to make sure that they're comfortable, though. So that's why I have them do that. They'll be able to slouch down in their chairs and all that stuff, okay? So now, when they get nice and relaxed like that, I'm going to be able to offer suggestions to their subconscious. Suggestions, again, a lot of times when I say this, I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, oh my God, yeah, he's going to make me do something totally embarrassing up here. Now, I will say this, okay? And I will say this to you guys. I will never personally, intentionally humiliate or embarrass any of you that come up here, okay? That's my promise. Judging by the looks of a few of them, they don't need my help anyways. Same. Total deal. What's gonna happen? So, yeah, so and again, you know, I will never personally intentionally. You can do will only help them to go deeper into hypnosis from that point on. And then we're going to have a great show. You see where we're going with this? Okay, yeah, so now also too, during this portion of the show while I'm getting them into hypnosis, after that first deep breath in, no videos or pictures until after that first round of applause, okay? Give them that privacy they deserve during this part, okay? Plus, if you videotape this, you're going to be watching it later.